Hey folks, and all be all here, and we're back again with the second match of the final week. Let's go in and take a brief look at the previous match because I didn't give the results of my last match at the end of my last video. So quick recap over there before we move over to our current match. So if you remember, I scored 21-21, and my opponent Darkwing wasn't able to clear me towards the end. Did one shot everything that I had in the front, no problem over there, as well as what I had up top. But where they really tripped up was the CLS and the gas squad at the back. They messaged me and said that they didn't have anything over here. So that really tripped them up. So I think the way that Darkwing is usually used to winning is keeping both GLs on defense and preventing a clear, and that really tripped them up. Plus, I also had both the get ships on defense, and they had a couple of battles on my negotiator fleet, so that ended up costing them as well. So that was the last match. Today we are facing Neobula from the guild, from a Russian guild, and let's take a brief look at the matchup, and then we can get into the actual battle itself. So Neobula has only one GL. They decided to go directly for Jedi Master Luke and skip the original GLs, the Rey and SLKR. So I do have a bit of an advantage going in. Not only that, I think overall also, if you take a look at mods and overall GAC battle history, I do have an overall advantage. I've had a little more success, so I think it's sort of an uneven matchup, I would say, on the part of my opponent. They're definitely the underdog over here. Nothing else to call out over here. Um, yep, more or less. Yeah, they have a really underdeveloped first order and resistance squad, so that's really going to weigh them down. They do have the JML and Jedi team developed, but that's about the extent of their roster. They have a good separatist squad, good geos, um, same Darth Revan speed as me, but otherwise not really that great of a matchup. So let's take a quick look at the analysis that I've done for their offense. Now my opponent, Neobula, what I've done is I've gone ahead and this is the way I analyze all of my opponents. I go into the swgoh.gg history. In this particular case, I have 3 weeks of 5v5 history for them. I've gone and taken a look at what they've usually set, and I find that almost always they seem to set the same kind of teams on defense. There's always going to be his Relic Geos team, which is going to be there. There's Bosk Bounty Hunter, Newt Nest, and Mon Mothma usually in the front. There's an EP team that usually sets with Nihilus and Scion. There's a JTR squad, and most of the time they also set a Basti JML squad. They have only one GL, and they decide to usually keep that GL on defense. Um, there have been a couple of cases where they haven't kept it, but I think we should be prepared to see that at the back, given that there is we have seen that Basti JML team in the back in the past for my opponent's history. So this is what I've predicted is going to be the probable defense. There's going to be Bosk Bounty Hunters, Geos, Newt Nest, and Mothma in the front. And at the back, I assume that there would be EP, JTR, um, and then for ships, they always keep Chimera and Home One, or Executrix and Home One. So let's go ahead and take a look at the defenses. Right. So what I've done is my opponent hasn't gone yet. It's been about 8 hours. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and kept Tricky Newt under Separatist, not Newt exactly, but Nest and Separatist squad over here in the front, hoping to draw out a Treya or Gas or JKR. Then I've got a DR team over here, which I don't think he'll mirror. He'll probably use Gas over there. And at the back over here, I've saved my Gas for offense, but I've kept the clones on the Shark T, kept the CLS squad. And at the top, a few other tough squads. I've kept a new Grievous team, which I always usually keep on defense. I've kept Grandmaster Yoda this time with the Padme squad. I think R2 was probably better served being under JTR. So I decided to use Grandmaster Yoda there just to give a little extra annoyance with little extra damage, foresight, all of that stuff. And then I've kept my heroes under JTR with the droids, which is also a really solid team on defense. You can't use Night Sisters, for example, to go against that because you have a source of healing in Finn. And when any of these characters get stunned with Finn, with any of the heroes in there, they have this unique where they gain 40% protection and 40% turn meter when they are not able to take a turn, which includes getting feared or stunned. So Night Sisters tends to get a little tricky. I have seen it work against these guys, but it tends to get a little tricky when taking against JTR. So I'm hoping a good squad gets used up over there. And at the back, I've kept both my get ships on defense. So let's see how my predictions compare to what my opponent has actually kept. So he has kept his Dooku Nest team on defense, which is one of the things I predicted, and Mon Mothma. And at the top, he has kept his EP squad and the Bosk Bounty Hunter squad and the JTR squad. So everything that I had estimated, EP and JTR is not kept at the back, but he's kept up front. So the only teams missing over here is the Geos team and the Basti JML team. So at the back over here, I'm expecting to see at the back, I'm expecting to see Bastilla with either regular Jedi or with Jedi Master Luke. And then I'm expecting to see Relic Geos in there as well. So we're going to clear the bottom zone, go in and then take a look at what we have at the back. Okay, so what do we want to take against this squad? So against the Mon Mothma squad, I think I'm going to take in my Aura Bounty Hunter team and see if I can't snipe a couple of characters early. I do have the speed advantage over here, so I'm going to go ahead and taunt, and then I'm going to target Lando. And then let's do this and see if we can't land a stun on... I want to land a stun on Wedge, which I couldn't land. Let's see if we can't stun Wedge now. Excellent. So we have got our contract. Now I want to take care of Biggs because he's the one who can really mess things up. All right, let's go ahead and take care of this. Let's go after Lando since he has that AoE. I'm going to land another stun over here on Scarif Rebel Pathfinder. Couldn't do that, so I call Aura to assist again, and now we land the stun. I always use Aura's basic. It's really really effective for landing stun, and I have my Aura loaded up for potency as well, which helps quite a lot with landing the stun just like that. Let's see if we can't take care of Scarif Rebel Pathfinder. There we go. Another stun on Wedge. Mon Mothma might go now and dispel one of these guys, or maybe even revive one of them. But we are not going to let that happen because we have the disintegrate ability available, and we should end with full health and full protection. Okay, simple enough. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know that the Aura Mando team is something that I usually love to take up against teams in the front, just as a cheap way to see what's at the back. What do I want to use against? So I have both my GLs on offense, as I've been doing in the last couple of seasons. So I can save those two GLs for whatever's at the back. So I don't think I'll need Thrawn anywhere. I think I can probably take my Treya, my Sith trio Thrawn in there in the front to take care of this team. So I'm going to first pass the turn meter over to Treya so that I can isolate Dooku. Stuns shouldn't bother, and then I can go and reduce some cooldowns and dispel Droideka right now, because Droideka is the relict one, so that's the one that I have to be a little careful about. I am going to go ahead and Fracture Droidica, and then take care of Dooku because he's the other guy who's relicked up. Luckily, Django is not relic, and neither is Nest, so it's not really, those guys are not as scary as they can be. I'm going to pass this back to Nihilus, and let's stun Dooku right over here and finish him off. Excellent, we got that. Held by Hatred, and I think we've got pain on almost everyone. Droidica is going to land a big hit. Okay, that is a lucky thing that he went after Scion. Now we need to take care of Droidica as soon as we can. There's healing immunity as well, which I don't like. I'm going to take care of Droidica over here, fracture him. Let's actually, Droidica is close to that, so let's take care of Django. And so healing immunity is gone, so now we can heal up on everyone. And I am going to isolate Nest, give this to Scion, pass the turn meter back to Scion, and let's get held by Hatred again and recover some more protection. Excellent, now he's out of danger. I definitely wouldn't have tried that if these guys were more relicked up, but with G12 I can afford it. Now I don't know if I'll be able to delay on these on Nest anymore, because the Nest teams are actually perfect to delay to get back some banners, but this is a very weak Nest, and I don't know if I'll be able to delay that much. Maybe I can. Let's see. That's why I like to take my my Thrawn with the Treya and Scion and Nihilus with my Sith trio, just because it allows me to recover protection on everyone and end with decent banners. So we're going to hold on to the Annihilate for now, and especially Nest is the perfect candidate to delay against. As long as she's isolated, she's not going to be able to counter, and that allows me to recover some protection and health on everyone. Let's do this. Let's pass the turn meter back to Thrawn so that his fracture and the turn meter ability comes on fast. But yeah, I think Scion ended up killing, so we managed to get a cool 60 over there as well. So 60-60, pretty good outcome over here. So he's kept his Grievous squad. Okay, that's interesting. I've usually never seen the Grievous squad on defense for him, but that's good for me because that means it doesn't have Grievous to take against my my own CLS. But that means he does have his own GL on offense, and then he has his Geos in there, which I was expecting. So we're probably going to wait at that. So we have two GLs to use on offense. We might just go with a race solo against the Grievous, Vader against the Geos, and yeah, these ones should be taken care of pretty easily as well. Maybe Mon Mothma against the oh, you know what? We have our Mando squad as well, Beskar Mando squad, but we don't have Nest, and I don't feel comfortable taking Mando against Grievous without Nest. That's fine, we'll just do a race solo. So I'm going to make a quick plan, and I am going to be back shortly in a minute. Okay, so I think I'm going to take the Mando team against the Bounty Hunters, the Beskar Mando team, just to show how the stagger from Kira followed up by an AoE from another scoundrel works to keep the team under control. So it's a relatively slow bounty hunter team. I think it's 280, 290 speed, and so my whole team is going to go potentially twice before the enemy team gets to go, and Mando can hopefully use his Whistling Bird way before that. So I'm going to take this team in, And the key over here is, let's see, we're going to use our 25% turn meter up ability. Let's get into position. And then let's apply tenacity down on everyone. Excellent. And now you see over here, Kira is going to do the AoE, which applies stagger on everyone. So that's the key with this one. And then I'm going to use Han's special ability, AoE, to pop all these staggers and to apply ability block on everyone. So there you see, boss did get to go. For some reason, his stagger did not pop. He did get over, but he was ability blocked. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and stun him. And now our whistling birds are ready. Now keep in mind that we don't have Gideon in here to give offense up, so it's probably going to hit for 12 to 13k per stack. But let's go ahead and take out maybe Boba Fett. And probably Zam also might be taken out. Ooh, almost everyone got taken out. So 20 stacks into 12 and a half, about 250k damage. So 4 of them got taken out pretty easily. So that's basically how you use this team. Is you essentially use Kira's stagger to get everyone below at 0% turn meter with a scoundrel AoE, and then just take the team out before they even get a chance to move. So that's how that's just the concept of how you want to use this particular team. If you don't want to use Nest or Moff Gideon in with your Mando team. Now against JTR, I could probably use my Geos, or maybe I use my Mon Mothma team. Yeah, maybe I'll use my Mon Mothma team. Yep, let's just take this in. It's a turn meter team. They're going to go first because they've got a couple of droids in there. But I think once we get to move, we should go pretty fast. Yeah, okay. Now let's start working down on them. Let's call the trooper so that we dispel the turn meter or the buffs on them. Let's use a basic to give some more turn meter to everyone. Let's do this. It's an R7 Jedi Trading Ray, so it's going to take a little while. Let's land a big hit on her. We'll be able to get her down pretty quickly, but we just want to make sure that we have the healing immunity from Kara, which goes away. Let's take care of BB-8 next, because BB-8 can do that retribution thing, which I don't like at all. Not sure if we'll be able to get Cara Dune, the healing immunity off of Cara Dune, because it's... Oh, there we go. Now I think we should be... I don't know if Mon Mothma will be able to recover the full protection on Cara Dune, but in any case, I think we might end with 59 banners. Don't think we can delay this out anymore. Good thing is that the R2 over here is R7. So looks like we may be pretty close to getting 60 banners over here. 59. Okay, that's fine. So we've got 60 everywhere except for 59 over here. I'm going to take out the Geo squad with my Vader. That's always a fun thing to do. I'm going to use my Vader, Piet, Watt, and Moff Gideon to take out the Geos. Let's give the weapons tech to Vader, taunting tech to Gideon, and let's remove everyone's turn meter. Ooh, okay. Now let's start the merciless massacre going. I am going to take care of Brood Alpha right away, and then let's go after the others. Even though they're mostly relic Geos, but Ooh, why did I hit Sunfac? Damn. Even though they're mostly Relic Geos, they are being taken out pretty comfortably over here. Um, Which one makes me go under stealth? This one. Okay, let's do that. Go under stealth. Let's give this to him. Oh, damn. My Moff Gideon is going to get countered now. Yeah, well, that's fine. I think he's the only one who's losing a little bit of protection, but the others should give us full 60 banners over there. Okay, so we're doing okay on banners, pretty efficient, and we have 2 GLs to take out the remaining 2 teams. And I think, yeah, I think it's going to be pretty straightforward. Maybe I use my Jedi team against Grievous and my Rey team versus the EP squad. Let's see, what all do I have? Okay, so I'm going to use for the Jedi, I'm going to use these guys, which are the other Jedis that I have. Okay, let's use this. And the others I think I'll save for the Rey team. Yeah, I think this should be more than enough. I've got gas in there, Jedi Master Luke and Jedi Knight Luke. This is sort of overkill, but that's fine. Maybe I should take Revan in here instead for the mark. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So I'm going to go first, and we're going to use. Let's do this so that we get another turn. Oh. You know what? I should have maybe used Jedi Master Luke Reed. Because yeah, because the turn meter gain that they get is actually pretty insane. Yeah, this is going to be a a big banner loss. Maybe I should have got Jolie in there. Yeah, this was quite inefficient actually. I don't know why I took this team in. Yeah, this was a big mistake. I should have just gone in with Rey. Yeah, Rey would have been much better. Yeah, it's going to end up giving him a bonus turn. But yeah, let's see how much we end up with. Probably 55 or something like that, I think. 53. Wow, that was pretty inefficient. Yeah, I should have probably used Rey over there and Jedi over here, but yeah, that's fine. So what Rey team do we have? Going to use this with what Jedi do I have? I don't have Hermit Yoda. Oh, there we go. There's Hermit Yoda. There's Basti. Yeah, let's just use Jolie as well. Yeah, Jolie should have gone in the other team. Let's give this to Basti. And let's start working on, let's actually take care of Gideon before he uses his ability. Alright, so he's got that debuff out. But we should be able to should be able to take care of him right away. And now let's take care of Scion. And let's save the heal for now. And now we need to take care of Nihilus. Yeah, I think they should do it. Let's save the heal. I don't think we need the heal right now. All right, 61. At least recovered some banners there. So 53 was unfortunate on the last team, especially with all those GLs with gas and JKL and all. I should have probably gone with some other team, but that's fine. We are. I don't think we are hurting for banners right now. So Executrix and Rebel, as we expected. Now, what do I want to use? I want to use Radus against one of these. Maybe against the Chimera, I want to use Radus and do a Rebel Mirror. Yeah, I think I'll go for a Rebel Mirror over here. Let's do that. Or do I want to try out my Empire fleet against Rebels? I haven't done that in a while, and I'm really curious to see how they do. Let's see. That's going to be Tarkin. Oh, you know what? Let me just take in the regular Rebel Mirror, which is what I'm used to. So let's take that in, because my Biston is definitely better than his. And I'm going to take in... I almost and never end up using the other ships, but let me just keep one in just in case. Okay. All right, so let's go after Biston first. Let's get some defense penetration up, and then let's see if we can't take out Biston right away. There we go. And now let's do a mass assist to take out the Rebel Y-Wing, which I believe is 6 stars. There we go, that's taken out. And now we can just bring in Cassian to finish this job. There we go. Okay, 64. And now let's take care of this with the Radus. Because there's no Vader in the front, so Vader is going to be probably first or second reinforcement. But what I'm going to do is, because we have this ship, Imperial TIE Fighter, in there with no protection, he's prime target for Poe to come out and do a one-shot. And then the other two are just tanks that we can manage with Resistance X-Wing, who can dispel and daze as well. So I'm going to take in my Radus. Let's see, we're going to take in our regular crew with the Radus. It's going to be Resistance. It's going to be these guys. Scoundrel. And who else? Very important to take Ebon Hawk against Empire Fleet, because Empire Fleets depend so much on target lock synergy, and Ebon Hawk with this chaff ability, especially as a reinforcement, dispels all target locks, prevents it from being reapplied even if Vader is there. So a really great ship to take in the Ebon Hawk against any Empire Fleet. All right, so I'm going to go in with this and hopefully end with decent banners. Surprising not to see Vader in there in the front. So yeah, TIE Fighter pilot. Now Poe special does scores a critical hit against enemies without protection and can't be evaded. TIE Fighter is notorious for tons of evasion, so that we're going to go ahead and one-shot him right away. Let's do this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cleanse the debuffs over here, and then that is going to allow me to get rid of the breach, and then I can do this and get rid of the taunt altogether. All right, let's keep going after the TIE bomber. I'm going to get in my Millennium Falcon, Rey's Millennium Falcon, and let's do this. Shuttle came in, so Vader is probably going to come in much later. He takes probably lower priority in terms of in terms of reinforcement, so not that surprised. Okay, now we need to get another taunt off and try to take care of Imperial TIE fighter, TIE bomber as soon as we can. All right, let's get in even Hawk. Or maybe I think I'm going to get in Xanadu Blood. We don't have any target locks yet. I'm just going to target do an AoE, target that, because as long as I have breach on the board, I will and there goes breach. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking that my ships will keep taunting as long as there's breach, but there's no breach on the board. I'm going to keep going after the TIE bomber. There's the burning again, and the dispel. Let's do this. Ooh, and we are still far away from our ultimate. At least one shot away from our ultimate. Maybe I should go after the Gar-Saxon team. I need to get rid of we don't have a tank anymore, so I need to get rid of, oh, there comes Vader. This is not good news. I need to get my ultimate out as soon as possible. There we go. Let's focus down, clear him, and do an AoE. And let's get rid of Gar-Saxon. We lost our other ship. Okay, so that's good. So he started taunting, which is unfortunate. Let's get rid of that, but we won't. He'll still be taunting, so we've got no option but to cut through him. And there we go. Well, it was a little more messy than I anticipated. 54, man, that was really messy. But we got through it in one shot. And we ended with 21-17. Yeah, we lost quite a few banners on that last ship battle, and 53 over here. But 21-17 is still very decent. It's still 58-59 banners, I think, that my opponent has to get. So the pressure is definitely on him. All right, so that's it for this battle. I think I'm going to give you guys an update either in my next video or once my opponent has had a chance to go. I might keep a brief description of the battle in the comment section of my video down below. So keep an eye out for that. I'll give you guys an update shortly. But I think this should be the match. I don't anticipate my opponent being that efficient with me, but we'll see. I'll give you guys an update shortly. All right, catch you guys soon.